Greetings, guys, from upper northwest DC. We just got a radio call for Nighthawk 1 and a decoy to make its way up to Bethesda Naval, which is the military hospital, Walter Reed Military Hospital up in Bethesda, as Joe Biden is getting a physical, an unannounced physical, and they are going to go retrieve him. But I don't see the helicopters in the sky right now. Hang on. Way over there I see something. Well, maybe we'll see something. Okay, I spoke too soon. There they are. Nighthawk 1 and decoy on its way up to Bethesda to pick up Biden from the hospital and take him back to the White House. So let's see if we can get down to the White House in time to catch the return. Looks like they're spreading out for landing spacing. The pad at Bethesda is not that big, so they're going to need some spacing one at a time. Hey, look at that. Something's already blooming. Don't know what kind of tree it is, but it sure is pretty. So many geese today. Yep, decoy. No press. Weather is giving a rough. there's the Federal Reserve now sheathed in that is it plastic or some sort of covering. They've got this whole wall done now. Hey guys, good afternoon from in front of Call Your Mother Bagel, one of the most famous bagel places in DC. In fact, Biden actually stopped there once. I'm finally back on the streets. It's about 5 o'clock at night, and let's put it blatantly, I'm out of the doghouse. You see, to bring you that exciting coverage of Marine One landing in a massive rainstorm, my wife had to run an errand without an umbrella in the same massive rainstorm. And she was not thrilled that her favorite driver was unavailable to help her with that errand. So I spent the rest of the afternoon placating her, telling her sweet things, making her food, la la la. But now I can come back and make a video. It's just, there's not much to make a video about. So I thought, hey, let's go walk around Georgetown, because I need something to eat. I've been in the house all day, and it's kind of peaceful now that the rain stopped. We're on a cobblestone street. I think this is N as in Nancy Street. It's a pretty historic street. I walk down a lot. And let's go down, maybe go find some French fries or something on this day. It was supposed to be warm. It was like 70 degrees when I was watching the helicopters land. Then the rain came, and now it's like mid-50s. It's a tad chilly. Let's just go on down this way. All the traffic going to Virginia. So yeah, this is a cobblestone street, and there are trolley tracks in the middle of it from the old Washington, D.C. streetcar system, which doesn't really exist anymore. We do have some streetcars in one part of town, but these tracks are remnants of an older era streetcar that's remembered fondly by many Washingtonians, but not here anymore. Hey, yeah, guys, that is the Man with One Red Shoe house. You see this house? The movie The Man with One Red Shoe with Tom Hanks and Jim Belushi, Belushi's brother, I don't know what his name is, John Belushi's brother Jim, I guess, and Carrie Fisher. Yeah, this was Tom Hanks' house in the movie The Man with One Red Shoe. And it's right here in Georgetown on N Street. All right, let's keep going down this way. I think I'm on N. Some beautiful houses back here. These are some serious coin. Like, these guys on the left here are $2 to $3 million, easily $2 to $3 million. And then these big puppies, 5, 7, 10. Yeah, not for a young congressional aide, or not for a struggling student kind of a place to live. It is a noisy street too because of the cobblestones. All the cars zipping down this. Actually, another thing about this is O is an Ocean Street. Yeah. So N is the next one down. This is O. We'll cut over to N. Okay, here we go. 33rd and N is in Nancy Street. I brought you here a few times in the past because over there, that house with the green shutters, that is John F. Kennedy's last house. Last house before the White House. Senator Kennedy and then President-elect Kennedy lived in that house right there. There's actually photographs of him and Jackie and little John Jr. I don't know if John Jr. or maybe the Caroline or whatever in front of that house. There's a neat plaque over here I've shown you once or twice too. And it commemorates the woman who lived here. In the cold winter of 1960-61, this house was an important role in the history. From it flashed to the world news of pre-inaugural announcements of President John F. Kennedy, presented by the grateful newsmen who were kept warm, who were given warm haven here by Mrs. Helen Montgomery and her father, Charles Montgomery. Yeah, you see that house opened their doors to the press, who was outside waiting for announcements in the cold blizzard, and she made them coffee and tea and let them use her phone. And from that house, news of the announcements, the cabinet secretaries and whatnot, was spread around the world. So the newsman put up a little plaque to commemorate her kindness. Fun little stuff. So these little row houses over here are easily $1 million. $1 million easy, probably more like 1.5 to 1.7. I know this because I'm kind of house hunting, and well, I'd love to live in Georgetown. I don't want to spend $1.7 million on what would be like $200,000 in another part of the country. Ooh. You know, Georgetown Cupcake is just down the road there. There's no line either because, well, it's kind of cold. Maybe my wife would be happy if I bought her cupcakes. Yeah? That could just be like the icing on the cake. Me being nice to her all afternoon, followed by like some loving cupcakes. Of course, she hates cupcakes and she hates sugar. But I would like some cupcakes. My kids would like cupcakes. Let's see. Hey, it's open. Let's get some cupcakes. We'll use free lava fudge, chocolate and vanilla, milk chocolate latte, double milk chocolate, coconut mint cookies and cream. What should we? This one right here.
Okay, so we're just gonna get 4.
Okay, we got cupcakes. Georgetown Cupcakes for my wife. Hint, hint for me. Okay, so now we're stuck in the traffic, heading out of the city in rush hour. And yes, there is traffic heading out of the city every day at rush hour. What is today? Thursday? Yeah, this is heavy. This is probably one of the heaviest days of the week. Wednesday and Thursday, because on Mondays and Fridays, everybody who works from home does work from home. But those that like have to go to the office 1 or 2 days a week, they usually go Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. So we do have a bit of traffic. And we're on M Street. Let's walk down M Street into Georgetown a little bit farther. I think I actually have to go to the Apple store. Let's go get something at the Apple store now. We're just randomly doing errands now. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? I mean, now, sky is pretty, streets are pretty. It's all washed down streets. Oh, there! Look, there's a Nighthawk. VH3, where is he? There he is. So while we're on movie sets, yeah, this is the old Georgetown Park Mall. It's now actually apartments in some crappy places. It's a DMV. Yeah, they put in a driver's license facility in what used to be a mall. But back in the day, there was a scene from the movie True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger pulls up his car right there and then walks across the street, follows a bad guy into this mall, then has this massive fight in the bathroom with the bad guy. Then the bad guy comes out and jumps out that window and then runs down the street. That was all filmed right here in the Georgetown Park Mall. And I remember it because I was here the night they were filming it, and there were Georgetown students all over the place. The kids were up on top of that building over there, and they were waving signs to Arnold saying, "It's not a tumor," and "Get to the chopper." They had all these different signs they were waving to Arnold. He would wave up every now and then. The kids would go crazy. And then they yell cut and film it again. They did it like 10 times before I decided, okay, I'm done with this. All right, this is Wisconsin and M, the heart of Georgetown. Commercial sector. It's an old bank that's changed owners many, many times from the days of being a farmers and mechanics branch. But now this is where all the people come when they do come to Georgetown, which numbers have diminished considerably since its heyday back in the 80s and 90s. In the 80s and 90s, if you went out in DC, you pretty much went out in Georgetown. You didn't really go any other neighborhoods. They had the same development. Now, there's a lot of competition from Georgetown. The Wharf area, the Navy Yard, 14th Street, DuPont Circle. Other parts of the city are growing and developing retail and restaurants and entertainment districts. And Georgetown is still kind of stuck as where it once was. Overpriced, no parking, and neighbors who don't really like anyone. I'd say the neighbors don't really like the restaurant crowd. Let's go up the Apple store. Okay. Well, they had the thing I wanted, but I didn't want to pull the trigger on it because it's like 250 bucks and I'm not sure I want it that much. Anyway, we'll figure it out. I'm still working on getting a better microphone solution. I just don't like the microphones I use. They never really perform to the level I expect. And, well. So I've got this really nice Rode microphone that I've never actually used. I've had it almost a year. I've just never gotten around to using it. And I'm probably gonna try it out. Or maybe I'll try out the thing that I was just looking at. Ooh, who's that? Oh, Blackhawk. Going up Rock Creek, you'll see him in a second. Maybe, there he is. He's booking too. This is the wall of wrongfully detained people, hostages and wrongfully detained people being held around the world, some ex-US military, some civilians. Brittany Griner was up on this wall until she was released. Oh, this guy was released. Matthew freed after 752 days. Jorge, 6 years basically. Jose Luis freed after 6 years. Bakwar freed after 2,400 days. What's 7 years? Dang. Jose freed after 1775. Another Alera. So they must have gotten some of these people freed. They didn't put one up for Brittany. She's still down here, but she's free. And in wherever she's in Texas. Yeah. That's the QR code if you want to scan for more information. There you go. All right, let's go down this way. We got another helicopter coming. That's got to be a muscle flight, I think. Maybe not. Let me see.
Because he was like, wait.
Blackhawk, it looks like. Going up the river. Oh, you know what's down here on my left, guys? I haven't been here in a while. We need to go back, though. We need to go Crumbs and Whiskers Cafe. Yeah. Crumbs and Whiskers is the cat cafe where you get to eat, drink with a bunch of cats. There's one right in the window. Look at this guy, he's all pretty. Let's take a look. Hello, how are you? Yeah? You sleepy? Yeah, so you see inside is just filled with cats. Yeah, you just get to sit in there and play with cats. These are all shelter cats. They're all looking for a home. They're all up for adoption. I have a video, I'll link to it up at the top right where I went in there and played with them for a half hour. And you know what? I think I'm going to take my kids there pretty soon. My kids need to learn how to deal with small animals and stuff. You know, it's raining again. Ugh. Seriously? I wanted French fries, but maybe, you know what? It's starting to rain heavier and heavier. We're going to make our way back to the car. Bummer. I was so close to the French fries. Oh well. Let's go up this way. Okay guys, moment of truth. Going upstairs with the wife's cupcakes. Let's see if she is happy or she tries to kill me. Okay guys, so that is a quiet Thursday. Sorry it wasn't that interesting. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow if the cupcakes do their magic. And if you don't see me again, you know they didn't work. All right, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you soon.